The live leaderboard, probably one of the most popular tools on the website. Also helps that it's free, which is always nice. But yeah, this just updates throughout the tournament to show you the strokes gained data, the fantasy points, and the salary. So this is, I don't know if it still is, but when I created this, this was the first place on the internet that you could get strokes gained and fantasy information together. Those don't usually come together. So this is very, very simple. You can select any number of rounds or a single round that you want to look at, and you can see the golfer's strokes gain metrics in either the total, either the averages, or the ranks, which is just a super handy tool to be able to see in basically real time. But even more so, you can see the fantasy points that each golfer has accumulated, right? Which is also incredibly valuable because, as we know, fantasy doesn't really care about the strokes gained, doesn't really care even so much about finishing position to an extent, because making more birdies, making an eagle, that's going to rack up your fantasy points. You're going to see guys that their finishing position is different than their fantasy point outcome, right? So this is a very handy tool here. You can sort by salary. I mean, there's just it's such a handy tool. I mean, there's just a million different ways that you can look at it. And if you did want to sort or compare, two golfers together, you could say Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy in just rounds 1 and rounds 2. Scotty was way better. In rounds 3 and 4, Rory McIlroy wipes the floor with him. So, I mean, there's just a lot of different ways that you can sort this and look at it. I know that most people are coming here to get an idea of just a round by round strokes gained, using it to determine which golfers are likely to bounce back or not, looking at tee to green numbers or ball striking numbers and comparing that to, guys that lost strokes with the putter, like, you'd expect Colin Morikawa to bounce back a little bit at some point. Patrick Cantlay, same thing, putting below their own expectation. The other thing is this column right here, BS, ball striking, that's off the tee plus approach. Short game SG, that's around the green plus putting, so you can get an idea of who are the really great ball strikers who are not putting very well, and maybe that can come back over the course of an event. So just a million different ways that you can look at this. It's free. It's one of the most popular options. It's been streamlined to, I think, make a lot more sense and still be just as powerful, if not more powerful than it was in the past.